I was born to an immigrant mother and a drug-addicted father. As a student, I got great grades because I knew school was my way out. At home, my drug-addicted father was doling out abuse on all levels: physical, verbal, and sexual. To avoid home, I spent a lot of time at school. Sadly, I never had a relationship deep enough with a teacher to actually tell one and get support. Instead, I kept that secret, not telling a single soul until I was 18 and in college, away from it all. Delayed healing is still healing, and I am proof of that. But we want to help kids heal sooner. Hi, my name is Claudine Miles. Did you know that students aged 10 to 14 are struggling with an epidemic? Suicide. It is the second leading cause of death for that age range. There's a social emotional health crisis going on in schools today, and as a former assistant principal, I have seen it up close and personal. Students today are dealing with problems at home, bullying, and social media harassment. As a result, students are experiencing stress, anxiety, depression, and suicide at younger ages at alarming rates. Restore More seeks to help schools tackle this crisis. Many teachers lack training on de-escalation skills, and so what happens is students are getting suspended far more today than ever before. We have to remember that multiple suspensions don't actually teach you how to forget or not make the same mistake again. Rather, they increase dropout rates and fuel the school-to-prison pipeline. Meet Denoris. We met when he was in 5th grade. He loved theater and football, but he struggled academically. After some time, we started noticing a pattern with him. He would work really, really hard in the fall to stay on his football team. And then the spring would come and he would fail. This happened every year, from 5th to 7th grade. As a result, in 7th grade, he was kept back. And the adults around him were growing really tired with this behavior. So one day, as a last resort, his 8th grade year, we sat down with him, 4 people he loved, and we had a restorative practice circle. It was me, the football coach, the counselor, and the theater teacher. And we told him bluntly, look, we can't keep loving you if you won't love yourself and try. Those words changed him that day. Because the truth of it all is relationship is everything. This is the power of restorative practices. This is the power of relationship. And that's Denoris at his 8th grade graduation, who finished out the spring semester with A's and B's for the first time in 5 years. We believe that we are best suited for this work because we have been in an educational space for the last 25 years collectively. Last year, my business partner, Kim, and I, say hi, Kim, started Restore More with an idea. And since then, it has grown, and I pinch myself every day and ask, is this real life? We, to date, have partnered with 5 schools, including KIPP WAYS, Kendesi West, KIPP Strive, Milwaukee Excellence Charter, and Price Middle School. We believe through this 4-prong approach, with teacher training, student events, circles, and parent services, we can help kids like me and Denoris heal a lot faster than they would without it. So if we won, we would use the seed funding to launch a social media curriculum for middle schoolers. It would be hands-on and accessible for the teachers who receive it so that they can turnkey this content to the children who need it. It would include scripts for the teachers, guides, student videos that are culturally relevant, and student activities and student worksheets. If you are in the field of education, you know that sometimes these products exist, but they don't look like my kids. They don't look like me, and therefore my kids don't relate. It is our goal to help as many students as we can heal sooner. Audience members, please share what we do with an educator or administrator you know, and follow us at Restore More on Instagram. Judges, please help us heal more kids. Thank you.
That's great. Love it. Okay, we're going to ask one follow-up question. Jim, do you have a question?
I do. First off, I mean, after hearing Father Gregory last night, the whole time I was thinking, congratulations on not letting your past define your future.
That's right.
So way to go. Like, you should be very proud of where you are. So my question is, what's the hardest part of getting a school to sign up?
This is going to sound crazy, but it hasn't been hard, which is how I know I'm walking in the right path. The school leaders that I've gone to are colleagues. So being in education in this landscape in Atlanta in the last 10 years and Kim's 15 years, we have some impact and some influence. And we went to our friends first, and they see it, and they know the problem exists, and they're seeing their children suffer, like the students they teach, and the teachers suffer as a result. So it has been as simple as sitting down, sharing the idea. So maybe the hardest part is taking the first step, getting out of your head, not being afraid, and calling up that friend and say, hey, I have something that I think really could help us both.
Yeah. It seems like also just like getting access to the right people, get the door open, and then I think it's true, like as she has been interacting on this project, like she has experience in it, it's part of her story. She just needs access to the administrators, right? That's cool. Well, let's give it up for Claudine. Thank you.
Thank you.